Today, we're delving into patch 14.11 for TFT Set 11, Inkborn Fables. Let's unpack these patch notes together. So, this time around, there aren't any big changes to the game system. Instead, we're seeing some tweaks to champions, nerfs for the strong ones and buffs for the underdogs. This patch is currently available for testing on the PBE servers and scheduled to hit live servers on May 30th. Additionally, the new 5-year Bash Pengu's party game mode is being introduced for testing on the PBE servers through patch 14.11, ahead of its full release in patch 14.12. Now, let's delve into the changes with the early patch 14.11 notes provided by Riot Game Design Director, Mortdog. First up, let's talk about traits. Only 2 traits have seen adjustments. For Ghostly, the bonus damage from Spectre at the breakpoint of 8 has been increased from 32 to 36%, making the Ghostly emblem a decent choice to play. Next up for Trickshot, the percentage of previous bounce damage at the breakpoint of 4 has been raised from 50 to 60%, making it even more powerful. Moving on to champions, this patch brings a slew of minor adjustments. Let's see some notable changes. Starting with Darius, who was way too powerful in the early game when equipped with items, has received a minor damage nerf. Garen has been dominating the battlefield lately, so the developers decided to dial him back a bit. His mana has been increased by 10, making him slightly less oppressive with his storied champion augment. And let's not forget about Kha'Zix. His damage has been bumped up a tad, making him a bit more threatening on the battlefield, especially for those heavenly reroll comps. Sivir has got a minor attack speed buff to allies. Moving on, Yasuo is getting a slight buff in this patch. His passive damage while shielded has been increased. Aatrox and Gnar received some minor buffs. And as for Senna, she's also getting a boost in power, especially at higher star levels. Diana's damage reduction has been balanced. Yone, another champion from the Reaper trait, has received some AD buffs. Joining him, Kayn has received an increased HP, making this Reaper comp once again a formidable force in this patch. Minor mana nerfs for Nautilus and Ornn, followed by balancing Syndra with reducing the number of cast butterflies and increasing the magic damage. Over the 5 cost, Lissandra is the only victim to receive some minor AP buff after a massive nerf in the previous patch. And as for items, this patch brings adjustments to 4 items. Cursed Blade makes its debut, reducing the target's maximum health with each attack. Diamond Hands, once considered a top-tier item, is getting a small nerf this patch. Moonstone Renewer sees slight nerf, while Needlessly Big Gem receives a small buff. Now, let's turn our attention to augments. This patch sees some shifts in the augment landscape. Build Different now offers increased health and attack speed. Grim Harvest sees an increase in Omnivamp and a change in champions gained. Once again, Reapers will be dominating this patch. Lucky Paws witnesses a reduction in Kabuko's ability damage after this augment, dominating the tier list in the previous patch. Other augments like Venerable Piggy Bank's bonus gold are decreased. Dragonlord Crown sees a change in the champion gained. Final Ascension will no longer appear at stage 2 to 1. Porcelain Crown's champion gained is altered. Finally, let's address those pesky bugs. It seems like the developers have been hard at work squashing them, ensuring a smoother gameplay experience for all. From fixing soundproof bugs to addressing tooltip inconsistencies, they're leaving no stone unturned. And that wraps up our journey through patch 14.11. So, mark your calendars, patch 14.11 is just around the corner, promising to shake up the meta. We will be posting a video soon on the possible meta comps in this patch. Stay tuned for more updates, and for more informative content, subscribe to our channel, Itemswap.